Oh gosh, load the game. Hi, it's Jade. I don't think I broke anything. There it goes. Um, I'm a protector in Collective Mind, and we're gonna do more Genshin. I think if we can, we want to do those bosses that we need the drops for ascending the characters we're focused on right now for Wanderer's team. I think we want to try to do those like every stream if we can, since it uses so much resin and they like we can't do them back to back super easily anyway, since we have to wait for them to like respawn and stuff. So that's one of the things I think would be a good idea to do, but wouldn't have to be right away necessarily. Is another one of these open? Cool, I'll start with that.
Whoa, what's happening over there?
Because wishes is another thing that we're grinding for. After the stream yesterday, we did end up doing some running around, just like gathering some of the stuff we needed. Especially we did those like Sumeru mushrooms and started working on, I think we needed silk flowers for Slinky, and Traveler needed one of the like Mondstadt flowers. Oh, interesting. Bosses will respawn if we do trials for characters. Huh. Still, the amount of resin that it uses all at once, when we have to do several different bosses, adds up pretty quickly. So, yeah, I was gonna do this quick. Let me know if you wanna do co-op for the bosses after this, or if you don't want to do co-op at all, or if you would rather do it later in the stream or whatever. Oh, I think the stuff we need to ascend the weapon we just made for the Traveler is also open today. I think we can do that. So that would be another thing. Okay. Also, hi, I don't think I officially said hi to you, but hi, Patricia. I didn't even look at the... They're all water. Okay. Okay. So bring ice, electro, and fire for sure. So not this team, for several reasons. Let's do Rosaria.
Make sure to keep up.
Kuki probably.
What'd they do this time?
And then maybe also bring Beto.
All right, let's go.
That should work. I would bring Ayaka and just do the actual team we plan to use Ayaka on, except we don't have her leveled up like at all. She might not even be ascended once yet, so. But I do think we are focused more on ascending Wanderer's team than finishing setting up Ayaka's team currently, because otherwise we're going to be so behind, especially if we level up our world again. And I think it would be better to have at least one team that's a little closer to on level for the world before we try to get the second team finished, set up. But anyway, let's try to do this.
You can't run. This way. I'll take this. Judgment. Lights out.
This is going pretty well, I think.
You can't run.
There we go. Timing's basically perfect.
Stand with me.
Okay, that's pretty good. Did I get it? Looks like it. Nice. I don't think we were that close to being able to wish, but let me try. No. Not even a little, but that's fine. I feel like we're gonna end up spending these for this time around. Oh, it kicks you out of the like event challenge if we don't get it. Makes sense. I feel like we're gonna end up spending these, but I'm not going to until like it would get us to 10 at least, if that makes sense. It would still be nice to save them up for when one of these is something we really want, or even one of the weapons. But I feel like we're gonna end up spending them on fates this time. I somehow didn't see the 19 days part of this at first, and I was like, how is this almost done already? What happened? But it's not. Okay. If you... Look at this again. Yeah, this is the other thing that we used some of them on his talents, so now we don't have enough to ascend him again. But we gathered all these. This is the boss drop. This, I think, could drop from the boss. Oh, maybe not. No, it drops from other stuff. But I think we can make that. But we were waiting to make it in case it dropped from one of the bosses we were fighting. But like, we are very unlikely to get all of these boss drops that we need today anyway. But if we get a couple today, it gets us closer to getting more like on Sunday, or if we do any of it on our own in the meantime, or do an extra stream in there somewhere. So this would be first. So is that just the wrong color? Is that why that's not the same thing? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's other elements. Gotcha. The other thing I guess we could look at today that we haven't looked at in a while is what we need to do on our book thing. But we probably need the cryo and hydro ones for other characters anyway, so it's not too bad. Feel free to join co-op if you're ready.
Everything
I
is
was gonna
negotiable.
change my party.
Don't fear. Yo-yo's here.
Probably the go-to thing.
This had better be important.
And then, while you're working on joining, I could look at this. Oh crap, I just remembered something. I think I walked past something yesterday that started a quest that locked co-op. So it turns out I might be doing that first. Masters, okay. This thing. Yeah, I forgot about that. Wait, that's not what I meant to click. That's my bad. Because I came over here because I was farming. Actually, I need more of those flowers. Maybe I should do that too while I'm here. I was farming the silk flowers and then I ran past it and it started the quest. What? Are they not back? How long do those take to come back? I assumed it was just like close and reopen the game. Uh-oh.
Swarm Fury!
Yeah, we got the ones in Leeway City
Are
too.
more difficult to defeat than the usual kind too.
I didn't find that particularly difficult, but I'll take your word for it.
Seems like people are gathering over there.
Oh, are they not defeated
I
yet?
wonder what they're doing. Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He scared off all the hilly trolls. Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, this guy's mask is kind of similar to the one that he wears.
Okay.
But the magic he was using seemed even more adeptacy than Xiao's. Shall we go say hi?
I'm sure we are going to. What was I gonna do? I think you needed those, right? Yeah, I don't have them all yet.
Ahem. Hello, ourselves. This is...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleansing the world of evil is the duty of the Adepti.
Uh-huh.
Think nothing of it. One certainly doesn't. Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection it seems that we have not met.
My name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
Uh-huh.
One sees. One too shall introduce oneself, for it is good manners to comply.
Oh, it
The
unlocked.
one
Oops.
before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars. Though one is better known to one's followers
Hopefully I didn't just
as
lock it again.
Star Snatcher. One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Leela were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
I'll take a
There
lot
are
of
different levels
fates.
of Adepti.
Or
Are not the
prime
stars
gems.
loftier than the mountains, clouds,
or
and
leveling
moon?
materials.
Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers. One would have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make your verdict.
I agree about the clapping. It's so annoying. It's on auto. You can keep talking, dude. Oh, you're done. I just had to sit there staring at you for a while. Okay, did I fuck it up? I did. So it unlocked when I beat them, but then I talked to him and continued the quest, so now it's locked again.
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action?
Uh-huh.
His power truly hails from the divine.
At least when I
believe
talk
that
to you,
now
you stop clapping.
There is finally some hope for my ailing father.
Okay, tell me about him,
Watching
I
him use
guess.
his magic is all the proof you need. A true adeptus, no doubt about it.
I
Not
didn't
long
ask
ago,
for
I sought
proof.
some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you.
Okay.
Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me.
Or a chemical reaction, but sure.
Could have also been because there was mistflower in it, though.
Yeah,
Adepti
that too.
medicine is surely the most potent. My father will recover soon, I just know it. Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offerings. But my father's life is worth much more than a few old relics, right?
So, just to be clear, you're saying it was definitely better than the pharmacy stuff because there was the mist, but it hasn't actually worked yet because you said that hopefully he'll recover, like you're sure that he's going to recover soon. Seems like a scam to me. Did the alert thing go? Because it looks like we have a new follower. Oh, that might be Mika. But I didn't see or hear it do the thing. Maybe it's still thinking about it.
There's no need
Otherwise,
to exchange pleasantries.
maybe I missed it while
It's
they were
rather
talking.
pathetic to force a conversation.
But thank you for the follow,
just to
either way.
occupy silence.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around, do they?
I don't think it'll hurt to do both.
I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed transporting recently. So I asked the Master of Stars if he would make the journey with me, as presumptuous as that was. Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. We didn't have the slightest bit of trouble the whole journey. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of an adeptus is a monumental affair. Just look at the rite of dissension. So I can accept it, but I doubt that most from outside of Liyue would be willing to.
Right. At least that sounds like you had proof that it was effective. Oh, cool. Well, thank you for following. Let me see if I can get it to actually play the alert, though.
Hello there.
There it goes. Yeah, I think I would have heard that. But welcome to chat. Thanks for following.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it.
Finally, a life full of hope and purpose.
Uh-huh.
Oh, are you believers too?
Well,
After my fiancé had been left, I cried every day. But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my fiancé and casting the ashes into the ocean at sunrise. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I know in my heart that he'll return. This is not some sort of positive thinking trick. I'm certain of it.
I mean, that would have been
I'm so
cathartic,
overjoyed
if
that I
nothing
gave
else.
a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering.
Mm.
After all, if not for him, I wouldn't be getting my fiancé back, in which case I wouldn't need it anyway.
I didn't think that's what you meant. I thought you were just, like, feeling better. Okay. But that's so counterintuitive. If you think you're still getting married soon, why would you give away your wedding budget?
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart. Surely you jest.
I'm sure you'd like
There
that.
was once a senior adeptus, Xie Wuliang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this: all things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material.
Sure.
In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
Nope. It makes them way more complicated. But basically what you're saying is that their wishes can come true, right?
Indeed. You are perceptive, my diminutive friend.
Okay. So we also have one other question.
Yeah, can you turn my co-op back on?
You need but ask. One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage to avoid further disturbance to this realm than is necessary.
Okay.
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
I don't think anything's gonna come of this, so can I have money?
Hold on a second. What about your brother?
This is a common mortal sentiment. That you hail not from Liu is manifest in your appearance, but one senses their materialistic influence upon you.
I need
So
a lot
be
of
it.
Mora in order
This
to
wish is not beyond one's power to grant.
accomplish all those other
But
things.
first, one must see some proof of your faith.
It sounds like you get to make a lot of promises and get paid before you deliver on
The
anything.
way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond them. Should you fail to perceive one's hidden meaning, then regrettably, one may lend you no aid.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all.
Why would I pay you to give me money? That doesn't make any
That's
sense.
right. Some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they? Well, Paimon's not forking over any Mora, and we don't have anything valuable enough on us.
Not that I'm
You don't
parting
even have
with,
a
at
vision.
least.
Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food, can they? Yep, a tasty snack is sure
That
to
worked as
work.
offerings for other Adepti, so
Why
maybe?
don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new recipes in?
Okay. I guess. There's another new person in chat. Oh gosh. How do I say your username? Looks like it ends in Mohammed, but I can't figure out how to pronounce the first part. If you have any tips, I would gladly accept. Where am I going? Into the city? Sure. Wait, is it not locked? It's not locked. I'm not making that same mistake again. Oh, hopefully the request is still there when I load in.
You want to use my hat as an umbrella? The audacity to
Just
even
barely
make
got
that
it, I
request.
think. Oh, maybe not. Now? Okay, cool. Looks like there's about to be an ad, so I won't start the boss fight until the ad is
There's
over,
no
but we'll
such thing
just
as pure
start
freedom in this
flying
world.
there.
Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
I don't remember where it is. Don't fly, come back. Okay, well. My bad. Thought I remembered that right. Maybe that's one of the other ones I'm thinking of. Nice. Multitasking, getting some Duolingo done.
You want to use my hat as an umbrella? The audacity to even make that request.
Oh, this way? That's right. Alright. I fixed the order of my party.
Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax.
The world remains constant over the centuries.
Oh,
But
I was
human
close
life
to
is
that
like
one.
the dew at dawn, or a bubble
Forgot I was
rising
trying to
through
finish
water.
that. I was just looking at the book while I was
Transitory.
waiting for the ad to finish, but now we should be good to do the boss.
Follow the wretched vermin.
Don't be scared.
The wind rises.
By royal decree.
Well, I didn't. I kind of dodged into that, but we're gonna go ahead and pretend that I did it better.
You're up.
No, you don't need it. No, 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 no. You don't need to do that.
Cry louder.
Stay put.
There we go. Nice. Two more. A little bit closer. A few artifacts out of it.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin de
What is it that you need again? These. Dendrohypostasis. I think this is the one I was thinking of that you jump off right away. Do you want to bring Dendro again for it? Like Nahida or somebody. I got a bunch of achievements for that again. Oh, yeah. One of us hit the core while it was trying to do an attack. Oh, yeah. Which I got 2 separate achievements for, apparently. So that's nice. Oh, we're almost at 200 achievements. That's cool. Oh, it's further out than I remembered. Right? Is it down here? Am I wrong? I'm wrong. Oh, it's up there, isn't it? Oh wait, you're right. We might end up wanting heals. I mean, Barbara feels like she'd be a little useless other than heals. But maybe that's fine. Can do combos. Or maybe that... Why did I do that? That's not the right thing. I think Bennett makes more sense. I forgot Bennett existed. Right, yeah.
There's no
He's
such
a little
thing as
higher
pure
level, too.
freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Alright. And the burning reaction is really good and stuff too, so. Well, that's rude.
Illusion shattered. We go. Adventure time. Shine down.
Quit following me.
It is definitely focused on hitting you.
There is no escape. Go in.
Wretched vermin.
Ooh. Don't feel that we needed the heals all that much, to be perfectly honest with you. That actually feels like it might be close to the amount that I needed on Yo-Yo. Is it? I need one more. Well, that sucks. Oh, these are the other thing that I farmed for yesterday, the chilies for her. What is that talent that you unlock? Oh, it makes her healing better? Sweet. I think it's the Hydro one. Yeah, which is one of the ones that we have to do like
There's no need
several
to
more
exchange
times still.
pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Oh, you think burning could have helped with getting achievements and stuff? Okay.
Relax.
And for this one, I bring Diona. And actually, Wanderer might not be a good fit for this fight. Since he's basically never going to be swirling anything, he's not going to do as much damage. Maybe this? Or I could bring fire, since you have electro. I'm running pretty defensive, but it'll be fine.
I'm here.
Yeah, but they're immune to the effects of swirl because they have Hydra already. That's what I meant. Like, they would still be taking animo damage, but they're not taking as much damage as he would normally accomplish a lot of the time. Because of that. Where's the thing? Over here.
Rain! I hate rain. Let's go inside.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chainsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Oh, you're not dead.
Without solid
There you are.
ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
Okay.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Feel the beat! Think you can bully me?
Gosh.
Where'd that come from? Got me
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its
Oh, I died.
horrors.
Crap. I thought I was gonna be okay. I was not.
Now you shall perish.
Oh, dang it. I lost her
Let's see what happens
big
when you lose
heal.
your
I thought I had it, so I didn't. Well, okay. I think it's gonna be fine as long as you don't die, but I was about to heal you when my healer died.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Oh crap. I don't have range anymore now either. Do you have any range? Come here. Come at me again. You have some. Okay, good.
As long as rain falls and
Oh, nice. We did it.
water will exist forever.
So that went super well. Don't worry about it. I think that was it for the bosses. But then I needed that one.
All the world holds
Let me see if
dear
I was even
is with
remembering
the
that right.
backdrop of constant motion.
These, yeah, Wednesday.
I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
So I'm gonna go here first, go ahead and heal everybody, and then go to the spot I need to go. Okay. Yeah, the timing of Diona dying was really bad because I was literally about to use her heal. But, okay, let's see who the enemies are on this. All electro. So it suggests fire and ice, but probably Dendro would be good too.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Cool. Oh, you have heals. Okay. Maybe you changed to that at the end because I didn't bring any, but that should work. Actually, I just remembered I was supposed to check. Oh god, I'm so close to that. How do I need to ascend you? Dang it. I'm only doing that because I need to do a Geo character for my thing, but alright. I'll add that to the list, I guess, but I'm not gonna have the resin for it after this, so. Where'd you go?
Now you've got me worked up. Don't be scared.
Oh, I can. But I didn't actually hit you. You're not even here. Dang it.
You really know how to get me going.
There we go. Cool. Oh cool, that's a good number of those. I might leave and see how far I can get with just that. I feel like it'll be decently far. Your weapon. Ascend. Okay. I might actually be able to make those because I farmed those yesterday, and so I might have some of the smaller ones.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
Okay, cool. How do
There
I
have been
get out
many
of that
poorly
now?
written applications lately. I guess
No,
I'll
that
just
is
have to
not what I
reject them
wanted.
all.
Sorry, I banned somebody and now I can't figure out how to.
That
Oh,
stretch
like
feels
that?
good.
Okay. I banned somebody and then the information about banning them was blocking half the chat.
Wait. Huh? No.
So I guess I should do this again while I'm right here and have a little bit of stuff left. I did this, which, yeah, this should be good. You have heals. Okay. Other thing I'm gonna do while I'm here is, I know I've got a bunch of artifacts. Well, I guess not a bunch, but made a little progress.
There you are, eavesdropper. The more, the merrier. Lights Let me amuse myself a little. You can't run.
Well, I'm not even looking at anybody. Okay.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Where'd you go? Over here somewhere.
Over here.
Over where? There. Well, would you mind not killing me? There we go. Okay. Sweet. That might already be enough, otherwise I should have enough green ones. But let's check. Here, weapon enhance. Yeah, one short, so I think I have what I need to make both of those. And then I'll be able to do that. So I think that's gonna be it for co-op, and then I have to figure out what I want to do for quests. Unless I want to do world quest type things, and you could be here for some of that, I'm pretty sure. Well, I guess at the very least we could do
which is exactly
the dailies. And I could grab whatever the like bounties are, because I know we can do that together. So yeah, there's still some stuff we could do. If you're up for it. It's just about time for the next ad. I'm gonna run that now while I figure out what we're gonna be doing next. So, stay tuned and such. Good with whatever. Cool. Oh gosh. Change my party. If you've got heals, then
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
What would I want to
stand
do?
before it, alone and unchanging.
Maybe I'm in the mood for like this or something. Oh, you have Electro. This or something. Oh, you don't have water anymore. Wait. Scratch everything I'm doing. That's not what I said. This and this. Okay. Starts inside, I think. Oh no, it just you had water for a second, so I was planning around that, and then you changed it out, so I went back to what had been my first choice. I didn't really read much of that. It was something about monsters and gratitude. It's somewhere that way, but it's almost definitely out here. Suspicious location. Oh, I think you're following me, but I flew away and didn't say anything about it. Can't help but feel that this isn't particularly close to the inn and might not actually matter in terms of the inn, but guess if you're paying me, I shouldn't complain. I don't see anything at all at this suspicious location. Oh, they didn't appear yet. Gotcha.
Swollen Fury. That's far enough.
Rude. And then report back. Okay. Simple enough. Hey, I did it. Do you have something for me? I guess it is like the path to your inn. So, fair enough. Okay, where is that next one? Not far. We'll sabotage the balloon. Okay. I'm on top of the balloon. Cool. Did it. What now? That is one thing I can try to remember, is that even if we're like underleveled for a while and stuff, there's a lot of stuff we can do, including world quests, with help in co-op in order to like finish getting our characters where we need to be able to do anything on our own. And if we're like doing some grinding on our own and stuff in domains, we can set it to a lower level. So it's not like totally useless.
There is no escape. Don't be scared. Illusion shattered.
Cool. They even dropped stuff this time. Okay. I feel like I'm only kind of half processing okay, but that's alright. While we're running and getting ready to do this last one, are the bounties different if I go to a different city to pick them up than Mondstadt? I haven't like checked that before. I know that like there's a certain number that you can do for that whole period, and it's not like for each city. Like I can't go do all of them in Mondstadt and then go do all of them in Leeway. But are there different options in Leeway if the Mondstadt ones suck? Hey Cosma, how are you?
Rain, outline, feather my guard down. Not good.
Okay, well.
Let me leave you a place.
Wretched vermin!
Oh, who's the... You're the asshole. Wanderer is so nice for the ones that are on like pillars and stuff like that. There's so many little things that are just so convenient with him. Like in fights. It's not super useful most of the time for flying like around stuff, like exploring, since he doesn't fly very high. Different rewards for the area? Interesting. Oh, you want some Charlie pets? Okay. Well, I'm gonna wake her up, but hopefully she won't mind too much.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot
Yeah,
blow on forever.
I'm sorry. You were being cute. You get some pets for it. There you go. Let me just mark that completed real quick so it doesn't think we didn't give it to you. There we go. No, it's fine. Yeah, she's just curling right back up to go back to sleep. If it would be a problem, we wouldn't do it. Like if there's ever like something that could easily come up that I don't think has yet is if like it's too warm in here and someone does the reward to like put her in the unicorn outfit or something like that. If that would be a problem because it's too warm in here right now, we wouldn't do it. We would like refund it or however we do that. And she really likes attention generally, so the biggest thing I was worried about was that it was going to wake her up enough that she was going to try to get over here into my lap, but she didn't seem too worried about that.
You think I've got a sharp tongue?
Oh, it
I
goes
just
towards
tell it
like the
like it is.
reputation rewards
If
for that
someone
area.
can't
That makes
handle it,
sense. So I
maybe
should
that's their
ideally
problem.
check like which reputation area I'm focused on right now, which I guess might honestly still be Mondstadt.
Relax.
Unless I'm like really close to the rewards for one of the other ones, but I can only check that by going to the person for that thing, right? Like I have to go to the city and talk to the reputation person.
Oh, what's happening over there? Can we take a
There's no
sneaky
such thing
peek?
as pure freedom in this world.
Can we?
Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
I get along fine with Charlie. I do like cats a lot, but our system hasn't had as many interactions or like experiences with cats generally as dogs. We grew up with dogs, and some of our family in our household was allergic to cats the whole time, so we never had a pet cat. But we do want to get a cat at some point down the road when we feel confident enough that we'd be able to handle taking care of them. And the stress and everything of learning what's different about having a cat than having a dog. Well, let me go to Mondstadt first, see what the options are, see how close we are to any new rewards and stuff. Because I know there's like one specific trait that some of the harder bounties have had that we stop even doing that one if that bounty has that trait. It's something about being so where are the things you're talking about?
Oh, what's happening
The
over
rewards
there?
you
Can
focus
we
on.
take a sneaky peek? Huh? Can we?
Maybe one of them will have it so I can show you. Well, this one doesn't. There's one where one of its special traits is being like especially fierce or something. Like there was a specific thing. I can't remember what the wording is, but if we see it, we just don't do it anymore because it was just one-shotting us constantly. Even if we brought Primal Pack with some of their stronger characters and stuff like that, like we could barely do any damage to it, and it was just killing us constantly no matter what we did. We were using a bunch of food and like anything we could think of. And it might be easier since your characters are higher level and stuff, but I would still be nervous about attempting that unless you were confident. So whenever we get unlucky enough that the big bounty has that trait, we just don't do it. One of the paper ones. Forging. Or that's an Animo treasure compass. That's probably something. I mean, those are cool, but... So I think it's the next level. Treasure... Compass... Okay. The... Catcher... Yeah, we got that thing already. Yeah. Alright, well, hope you sleep well, Mika. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, cool. So we have one of them and we're, like halfway to the next one, looks like. As in, like, we're the level before it and we're halfway done with that level, so probably a good idea to focus here and try to not forget to do it as much as we currently do. But that's another thing that makes me consider focusing more on world quests for a little while, is that would be helping with this a lot too. And then we can still do those in co-op for the most part and get help with the fights because of that. So
Come on, let's get a move
let's
on.
see. Invulnerable to pyro and animo and takes extra crit. So between the two of us, if we could bring 2 cryo to get the crit bonus, that's probably a good plan. But other than that, maybe a bow because of the type of thing it is. And yeah, requests too. I forgot about that. But I don't know if those would work in co-op or not. But let's grab this bounty. Okay, I'm gonna teleport to right outside of it. And then we can figure out our plan. No pyro or animo. And crit focused.
There's
And
no need
one
to
of
exchange
us
pleasantries.
should bring heals,
It's rather
probably.
pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
I could bring double cryo on my own, which would also have some heals. And then you could just bring, like, electro and or hydro. I don't think you use Geo usually, but that would technically also be on the list. But if you have any of those that have some decent crit generally, that would be helpful probably.
Why do so many people
But I
have
was gonna
such a
bring
no such
Rosaria
thing
no
as
matter what.
sleeping
And
as
if I
well?
had Ayaka
There's
already
adept
leveled and
everywhere.
stuff, I would have brought those two probably. So I'll do this. Oh, Dendro. I forgot about Dendro. Dendro also works if you want to do that. Because this isn't a lot of heals. So. But whatever you think. Oh, Rosaria's like half dead. Hold on. Let me do something about that. Cool, cool. Wait, where's the thing? There it is. No, I don't want to fight you. Rude. Especially since I have to fight this guy.
You can't run.
Gosh. Okay, now where? This way. You make me at least run past another fight. It's not them. What? Is it down? Yes, it is. Oh gosh. This way. Try to avoid as many of the unnecessary little fights as I can when I do these. Oh, you're right, Dendro wouldn't work as well with Cryo. I just saw that. I wonder if it's that giant thing right there that looks like the thing and has the symbol above it. That went very well. I've never had one of those go that well. Cool, thank you. I'm glad we've gotten back in the mood for Genshin for a little bit pretty consistently now. Okay, still not one of the ones we don't like, so that works out well. Oh, we're actually pretty close to that. I think we're gonna get it today with these three. So that's nice. No Hydro or Animo, but Electro is good, and Plunging is good, but that's not particularly helpful. So yes, Electro, no Hydro or Animo. Okay. I mean, I feel like that works. You have heals. We have two separate things that can both, like, separately combo with Electro. I think it'll work out fine. Yeah. Okay.
Work hard and live each day to the fullest.
Oh,
That
up
is
that
what life
huge
in Mondstadt
mountain.
is all about, isn't it?
Maybe I will instead teleport over here. Oh, you're good. Plungers are Animo. Yeah, sounds about right. Is it gonna be one of these? It's the flower. Where'd you go? There we go. Slay. Sit up. Oh, that is a higher cliff than I thought. I maybe shouldn't have jumped so much, but I think it's gonna be fine, maybe? Rosaria's tall. Yep, it's fine. No, it's not you, so I don't care about fighting you. And it's still not you. Cool. Another whopper flower? Rude. Cool. Oh, there you are. I found you. Hello.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Eyes on me. Speed of light. What a nuisance. Incoming. Hey.
I got out of there in time. Nice. This works out so much better not by myself. So now I'm super close to the next one, and I almost feel like yeah, I should do one of the requests instead. And then save the bounty and the other 2 requests to go do in Leeway. Does that make sense? I think I might have that on me already, maybe. Don't know if I have any of those made. Those I should have for sure. But I'm gonna check this first, I think. 3 Cecilias. Because I don't think I use those as much as I use Fowl. That's not the right button. Where would, like, ingredients be in here? No. No. Here, maybe? I don't know what Cecilia looks like. Oh, right there. Yes, I have them. Beautiful. Three Cecilias. Accept. Their character level ups for characters I don't have. Even better. Where did it? I think it's under world quests. What? Where is it? I picked it up, right? I can't start it in co-op. That's why. Okay. I'll go do the last bounty in Leeway then.
Everything is
okay.
negotiable, except overtime.
Whoa. I think it's this way. Maybe. Yeah. Can tell I haven't gone to the Leeway one as much. Okay. Invulnerable to physical damage, but all element res is decreased. That sounds fun. But definitely not a good fit for Rosaria. But a great fit for Wanderer. And then probably just someone else who combos well with Wanderer. Like Slinky. Or I could bring Yo-Yo if you wanted to bring like Nahida or somebody.
Relax.
Oh, not as good for single target. That makes sense. I was just thinking because Nahida's a catalyst user, right? But whatever makes sense to you.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Where do I actually get it? Do I have to go up here? I think I'm silly. I think it's through here. Yeah, I'm right.
Are you here to play with me?
It's definitely up.
Let me
That's rude.
Too slow.
No, don't come over here. Well, this looks like an easier climb at least. Alright. Back from the ad, you didn't really miss anything. Except me getting annoyed at having to climb for the bounty. This way. What? Okay. Didn't really seem like it was further up, but that's the only way to go that direction. Oh, I see. This is annoying. It's a stupid wallflower. Okay. You're not even over here yet.
The wind rises.
I might be able to get through this one. Ah, I don't have any heals though.
Got lucky that time. To the tape. Blink.
Is the flower dead?
Over here.
Okay, but I guess we do kind of have to finish killing her.
Not good.
I'm gonna die. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I'm gonna go ahead and run away over here. I can't survive this fight. Okay. I maybe can with Wanderer. That was my only shot at that, as if Wanderer got healed. Sorry about that. That sucked a lot. No, I'm not fighting the random little thing. Oh, it's following me and still hitting me though. That's rude. I'm spending so much of this timer just climbing. It's this hilly churl.
Rain outlines your fate. Stay put. Speed of light.
Oh, is he dead already? Sweet. That helps.
Quit following me.
No, no, no. This way? This way. Over here.
How amusing.
No, I don't want to fight you. Okay. So we only have half the timer yet for the actual fight. Oh, hi. I found you.
No, my sword. Rain cover. That lucky bat.
Swarm Fury.
Okay. Okay. It's not. Nope. Ah. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Just keep hitting him. He's almost dead. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing went wrong. It's fine. Okay. Now, I have a couple things I can do. I can look to see what world quests might be an option. Is there a faster way, like around this way, to get there? Because you jumped down from somewhere. Is it like over here? There's something. Ah! My stamina was lower than I knew. This isn't more direct by any means. But it also worked. I could start wrapping it up and just do like the last couple things that I would do that I can't do in co-op. I could look at world quests that I might want to do in co-op. I could look at other things that I couldn't do in co-op. I don't know that I have a lot more in me. So maybe I could look at world quests and see if there's anything that looks short. I'm not doing that right now.
Relax.
Oh, most of those are blocked for co-op,
Come on, enough
but some of them are
procrastinating.
not.
Let's go.
That's an Inazuma.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation
Seems
just
like
to
it might
occupy
not
silence.
take that long. I might have done part of that.
Relax.
Oh, this is a temporary one that we can do in co-op. Have I unlocked the area where it is? No. So never mind.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Let's see if this one is fast. It looks like it might be. Wow, there is no teleport very close to that.
For work-life balance, but I think
This
is
might
pushing
be
it.
the closest. This looked like it was fighting some treasure hoarders, as part of it at least. Way up there, okay. This is an annoying spot to get to. Or do you mean that the ones that are locked are only things that I would do? Like dialogue and stuff? Because that would make some sense to me, I think. For them to lock the ones that co-op would be kind of useless for anyway. Okay, maybe it wasn't that annoying to get over here, but still. Why? Oh, I had hilly turtles in my head for some reason. That's not what you are.
Swan Fury.
Don't blink!
Can't help but feel like that was not
Unnecessary.
more than one. Speak to the person right here. Okay. Yep, you're welcome. I don't know if you can call that a group. It was one person. So there's treasure and you're not telling them where to get it. Right, right. Yeah, what are you doing now? Am I supposed to help you find treasure? Oh, are you just giving me the treasure? Is that the whole quest? Or you're telling me where it is? So there might be another fight when I get over there. Or a puzzle or something. Collects treasure. Where?
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
Here.
It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
I'm not still trying to go there. But thanks.
Relax.
Is it just really close to where we already are? That way you're going over here. Yeah, that wasn't an ideal way to handle that, but it's fine.
Nowhere to hide.
Cool.
Unnecessary.
No, it's pretty necessary. That's how I, like, make you stronger, dude. Oh, dig. That's not that great of treasure, but okay. That's the whole quest. Sweet. I can get behind that kind of quest. Weekly from doing the bounties, yeah. Cool. Oh, you were gonna avoid the fight? Oh. Well. That's not what I did. I might start wrapping it up there.
There's no such thing in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on
See how
forever.
much more progress I made on this.
I'm all for work-life balance.
Wow, that's
but
not much.
I think this is pushing it.
Never mind. For some reason I thought we opened more chests than that, but that's fine. So I think I'm gonna kick you out of co-op in order to go
Relax.
do that one Mondstadt thing. Does it show it to me now? Yes. Yeah. It would confuse me sometimes when I was like hearing Yo-Yo's like the stuff that she says during fights and stuff, and I wasn't using her, and I was like, wait a second. Where is Yo-Yo coming from? Because turning in this should finish leveling up my Mondstadt reputation, and then I can collect that. And then if I want, I can go do 2 requests in Leeway quick. Hopefully ones like this, where it's literally bring this thing that you already have to this person.
Too slow.
Here they are. Thanks. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna go turn that in. And then also stop at the Adventurers Guild and stuff. Pick up my rewards and send out expeditions. I was also gonna check if any of the expeditions can get me any of the stuff I need for like ascending and things like that. Oh, yeah. Cool. So that's done. And then Cool, got some prime gems for that. And then, well, I guess since I'm going to Leeway anyway, I'll go to the Leeway Adventurers Guild. And then go from there. I'm gonna see what they are. If they seem like they're really fast and easy, I'll grab them right away. Otherwise, I might wait and do them later. But I gotta try to remember that some of those repeatable things are actually very worth doing still. Because, like, these rewards tend to actually be pretty good.
Want to seek me out and settle the grudges they've built against me in my past.
Expeditions. Okay, let's claim all of them. And then look at what, yeah, I doubt I need any of those. But okay, not that I can tell. Don't think so. So far this plan is not working out. I was hoping that some of them would be like the kinds of flowers that I need. They don't have any character level ups. I guess that makes sense. That'd be too useful. I still think I'll do money for you. None of those were special, so I'll still do these ones that are just really useful to just be getting all the time. Which also counts as the daily mining. Okay. And then... oh. Is this the convenient way down? You. Yes. Okay. I see. What are these? Two hams? I don't know if I have that. 10 iron chunks I have for sure. Tea break pancake. Oh, there's stairs right behind me. Oh. Gotta check if I have either of those food things. Tea break pancakes and yams. It's a honey roast. Would that be an ingredient, maybe? Where do those go? That doesn't seem right. Here? Yeah. Yeah, I have ham. Okay. Thank you. I did get there eventually. On it being an ingredient. Ham was this one? Yeah. Okay. Here? Okay. Oh, that makes sense. That you would want an ingredient. There you go. Thank you. And then the other one. This one. Yes. That's a weird spot. Okay. Maybe could have used that convenient bridge that's right there, but I did not. There's a ceiling right there too. It's even going the right way. It's convenient. There you go. Cool. Right. Where did you go? What? Oh. Are you literally making me run around in circles? Why? No, no, no. I'm not here to fight, but thanks anyway. Thanks for giving me a good chest out of it. Okay. Well, that should be... one achievement away. Well, something to look forward to. Thanks for hanging out for the stream. It wasn't mostly quests per se, but I want to keep that a little bit flexible, especially if it makes it easier for us to actually do the scheduled streams. So we did do some quest stuff, but we are mostly focusing on leveling up our characters right now. And yeah, we'll see if we manage to barely get a video ready in time for tomorrow. Otherwise, probably a stream instead. Either tomorrow, since we don't have therapy on Thursdays right now, or on Friday like the schedule says. If we do it early, do like a Q&A tomorrow, then we might do an extra Genshin stream on Friday. We'll see. Otherwise, the next Genshin stream would be Sunday, if all goes according to plan. So I'm going to run a last minute ad while I look for someone to raid, but thanks for hanging out and for doing co-op and or watching us play, and we'll see you for future streams and stuff. Bye.